We're from North Alberta and South Alabama and little towns all around this land. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? All right, how are we? Here we are. All right, so let's listen to Trudeau. Bullshit is here. I'm going to skip through some of it because I've watched it, and it's bullshit. I can't stand his fucking voice. It's really hard to listen to 32 minutes of this fucking asshole. You know, it's just rhetoric and fucking the worst kind of it. He talks so without emotion, without reverence. He speaks without any kind of, emotion. It's like he's bullshitting everybody. Hi, everybody. My name's Justin Trudeau. I'm the leader of one of the biggest countries in the world, and I talk like a cocksucker. And that's what he is. He's a cocksucker. We all know why he wears blackface, because his wife, Sophie, prefers fucking black guys. All right? That's why he's always getting caught in the blackface. So anyways, let's listen to what he's got to say, and then as we go on, we'll be discussing it. Believe that. All right? And so let's listen to this.
I know that this pandemic has been frustrating.
After 2 years.
Cheers to everybody out there that's watching. Little Coors.
Right. So many parts of our lives.
You gotta do something to listen to this fucking asshole.
2 of my own children have now contracted it, and this morning I learned I tested positive for COVID-19 as well. I feel well and have no symptoms. Of course, I'll be working remotely this week.
So, because he was vaccinated already and he still caught COVID.
I want to take this opportunity to remind Canadians to please get vaccinated.
Fuck you. Don't get vaccinated. Don't fucking do it. It's the mark of the fucking beast.
Or special about it. It's a challenge too many Canadians and people around the world know all too well.
Fucking beer, let it fucking doobie.
Throughout this pandemic, we've lost loved ones. Our healthcare workers are continuing to work very hard.
Yeah, you know what? If you're in the healthcare industry and you're not a doctor, you're just a nurse, fuck you. You know, most of you are useless. I've met a couple that are okay. Nurses have come a long way since when I was a kid, man. And you guys don't know fuck all anymore. You're useless. You read out of a fucking book and you're too busy with each other, your nose up each other's fucking asses to know what the fuck's going on in your wards.
Wondering about what you saw in our capital city this weekend. My friend Erwin
listen to this. I know you're wondering about what you saw in our capital city this weekend. Like, he won't fucking really address this. And let me tell you, it's really important here how he handles this situation, how this meeting goes here. I'll tell you what's going to happen at the end of it. Because I watched his fucking dad when I was a kid. This guy's the same fucking piece of ilk shit. It's crap. It's pure crap, okay? What happened this weekend, it's not just happened this weekend. It's fucking Monday. It's still fucking happening. It's going to keep fucking happening. It's probably going to get busier. It's probably going to get a little more, it's probably going to step up in pace. They're trying to say all this racism shit. You know what? It's a small contingency, if that. And the people that I talk to that are are with the people that I've been talking to. Sorry, the people that I talk to that are with the movement. Okay, they're saying that these people that are doing this stuff, they're not with them. Okay, these are paid by Trudeau and Soros. You must know that by now. Listen, nobody that's concerned about our freedom is going and wrecking any war memorials. That's not what happened. Nobody's doing that stuff, okay? If that does happen, it's because Trudeau has paid somebody, or fucking Soros has fucking paid somebody to make that happen, okay? Unfortunately, as we're going to hear here, he condescends to a lot of people here. He talks down to fucking people because he thinks you're fucking stupid, all right? I got a grade 5 education. Okay, I'm smarter than this fucking guy. I'm way smart. I knew his brother. His brother light years ahead of this fucking guy. Mikey was a great guy. This guy's a fucking goof. Okay, and how Mikey died? Because of this guy. Okay, the liberals fucking killed his brother. All right, because his brother was outspoken about him and Sasha the faggot. All right, they're cocksucking brothers. That's what they do. Anyways, I digress too much. I know it's entertaining, but let's get back to this here. Bullshit. Cheers.
Freedom of expression, assembly, and association are cornerstones of democracy. That Nazi symbolism, racist imagery, and desecration of war memorials are not. It is an insult to memory and truth.
So nobody, from the convoy was putting up any Nazi symbols. That wasn't happening. There were a few vehicles in the convoy who nobody really knew who they were. I don't have the license plate number on them, but were in a convoy. They were gone by Manitoba, started in BC, who were just causing shit, okay? And they weren't with the convoy. They're just you got a truck, you fucking pull in. That's how hard it is, right? So, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. Canadians, if you're too dumb and too naive, you're really too fucking ignorant to figure that out, then you deserve a prime minister like this, condescending, talking down to you like you're a fucking little retard. Let's listen some more.
Hate can never be the answer.
He just
Over
talks
the
like a
past few
faggot.
days, Canadians were shocked.
No, they weren't.
frankly,
No, they weren't.
disgusted
No, they weren't, frankly,
by the
disgusted.
behavior
No, they
displayed
weren't.
by some people protesting in our nation's capital. I want to be very clear.
I want to be very clear.
We are
Trudeau,
not
you're a fucking idiot.
intimidated by those who hurl insults and abuse at small business workers and steal food
Nobody did
from
that.
the homeless.
None of that stuff happened. Who's stealing? What is stealing food from the homeless? Nobody's doing that. Nobody's stealing food from the fucking homeless.
For those who engage in vandalism or dishonor the memory of our veterans.
And this guy's got no respect for a veteran, so I wish he'd stop fucking mentioning it. Okay, I literally do. I got a shirt on my wall that says "Lest we forget." I remember our veterans every day. Grandpa was a proud fucking man, and I'm proud of my grandfather and the service that he put in for our country. All right, but this fucking douche, this guy, he's got no right to mention shit like that. He's trying to tug on your fucking little heartstrings or something. He's playing on the wrong people. Nobody that's a fucking patriot gives a fuck about him. He should stop mentioning that shit. It makes himself sound worse than he actually is. Trudeau is a fucking idiot. I don't know what they're saying in French, but it sounds like a bunch of fucking bullshit. Okay? Okay? That's all it is. I'll tell you what's going to happen here. Just like his father with the National War Measures Act or the Canadian War Measures Act, he's going to do the same fucking thing.
Many Canadians
Listen.
who've made donations to the Shepherds of Good Hope and to the Terry Fox Foundation in response to what they saw this weekend.
They don't know what they saw.
There's no place in our
You know what happened? Someone put a toque on Terry Fox, for fuck's sakes. Someone put a toque on Terry Fox, and that's horrible. Someone put a scarf on him, and that's bad.
It needs to stop.
Trudeau is a fucking liar.
To anyone who joined the convoy but is rightly uncomfortable with the symbols of hatred and division on display, join with your fellow Canadians.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Speak out.
Join with your fellow Canadians. So now, if you're in a convoy, you're not a Canadian all of a sudden. So this is your prime minister. You're not Canadian. So there's no fucking racism or hate going on here. The only hate being eschewed by the convoy is towards the cocksucker, the San Francisco cocksucker. His mom was a Studio 54 cocksucker. This guy's a San Francisco cocksucker.
Division and fear with facts.
To the politicians exploiting people's fears, I ask you to think long and hard about the consequences.
You don't know how to think long and hard. Why don't you listen to your own fucking advice, you fucking idiot?
90% of truckers across the country who've got.
Listen, I live in between 3 truck stops, between Vulcan and fucking Lethbridge and fucking Nanton, all right? I'm at 3 truck stops a fucking day, and every trucker I talk to, every fucking size, shape, and fucking color, they're all eschewing the same thing as me. Fuck this guy. Most of them are out there. It ain't 90% of truckers. He's just throwing out a fucking number. Here's a number. Here's a statistic for you, Trudeau. 99.9% of Albertans want to punch you in the fucking mouth.
Supplies. We have relied on you, and you can rely on us.
No, they
To
can't.
continue to stand with you and allow you to do your jobs safely.
Yeah, right. Give me a break.
90% of you
Come on.
are doing exactly that, right?
It's not 90%. I don't know where he gets his numbers from, but it's like, it's so not that.
Everything you've done.
You couldn't really
You're on display this
quantify the number for
does
truckers in
not
Canada.
represent you.
He wouldn't be able to pull up a number like that in a week. His people wouldn't be able to because they're fucking retards. You would somehow be able to, come with culminate some kind of number, but it's not fucking 90%. It might be 10% of the truckers are fucking opposed because they're fucking liberals and they're not from here.
This is not the story of our pandemic, of our country.
What pandemic? There's no pandemic. There's no COVID. You want a cure for COVID? Fuck, man, I got it on my shelf right here. Just a sec here. I got it.
Strong. Pendant près de 2 ans, Les Canadiens
For
ont
nearly
fait
2
preuve de
years,
force,
Canadians have shown strength,
générosité
This word
et
Awesome.
respect.
and
Vous
respect.
avez démontré votre
I
courage,
got a cure for COVID somewhere around here.
d'énormes
You've made
sacrifices.
huge sacrifices.
For nearly 2 years, you've been there for each other.
Shut the
as
fuck up,
neighbors,
Trudeau.
friends, and fellow
Yeah,
people.
because you haven't been there for us,
Letting
buddy.
moms and dads
Because you're a fucking
look after their
goof.
families.
Listen to this guy.
The kids
What a fucking piece of shit.
in so many different ways.
The kids. Yeah, these kids, they're turning into fucking Hitler's youth. These kids. That's what's happening. The kids have stepped up. What fucking kids have stepped up, man? They're turning into Hitler's youth. They're turning into fucking horrible, horrible, horrible. Oh,
To store clerks.
fuck me, man. Here it
Our
is.
shelves stocked and made sure we have food.
I got your fucking cure for COVID right there, man. It's made in the East Coast there somewhere. I think Quebec, actually. COVID antivirus 19 hot sauce, man. There's no COVID. There's no such thing as COVID. It's all made up. There is something.
You inspire.
I don't know what it is, though, but if you catch it, you got it for a reason.
We're in your
I'm not vaccinated. You know, when I lost my job last year, I delivered fucking food for fucking 10 months along with my wife. We weren't vaccinated. I hardly wore a fucking mask. I never caught nothing. Come on. Fuck off, man. Fuck off with your fucking bullshit, Trudeau. This fucking shit. It's genocide is what it is, kids. It's a genetic marker. It's something in there that changes how you fucking breed. That's what it is. It's the mark of the fucking beast. If you're Catholic, if you're religious, it's in all the religions.
Vaccinations for children. I will
This guy's bad. You look at George Soros, he's fucking like the emperor, the fucking evil empire.
No more difficult moments.
Listen to this.
ahead.
Listen.
We all know I can't say that. What I can say is that this government will continue to have your backs. We will continue
Listen to this.
be there for you
Listen how he condescends.
as long as it takes,
Listen.
with as much as it takes. That's how we've all gotten through this pandemic so far, and that's what we and I will continue to focus on.
You're a
Because we
goof.
believe in you.
Trudeau, you're a fucking goof.
Canadians are compassionate, kind, strong, and resilient. You elected us.
No, we didn't. I've been waiting for this. You know what? You know what? I've been waiting for you to fucking say that, you fucking idiot. I've been waiting for him to say this. You know what? We didn't fucking elect him. Okay? We didn't. I'm in fucking Alberta. We didn't elect him. Okay? Didn't fucking happen. You know who elected this fucking guy? Toronto fucking elected him. That's who fucking elected him. Okay? Toronto fucking elected this fucking goof. He's a fucking weasel. Don't say that we fucking elected you, because the provinces out here in the fucking prairies, we didn't fucking elect you, asshole, except for a couple of fucking morons up in Edmonton. Okay? We didn't fucking elect you. Don't fucking say that shit anymore, Trudeau. You're a fucking goof. We didn't elect you out here in Ontario, in Alberta. Okay? In Ontario, they didn't even fucking elect you. You know, well, a lot of them did vote for you, but it sure fucking changed a lot. But Toronto, fucking pig town, full of fucking ditch pigs. Okay? Full of whores. Okay? Full of handies and whores. The worst kind of whore when you go to fucking Toronto there. It's all guys. They're dressed like fucking broads, but it's fucking guys. The worst kind. And this is who fucking elected Trudeau. That's who fucking did it. Fuck off, you fucking goof. Hey, Trudeau, you're a fucking goof. We didn't fucking elect you, buddy.
Parliament, we all have work to do.
It's a good thing I smoked this fucking weed. I tell you what I'd be like if I didn't. You have no fucking idea. Woohoo!
System, alongside parliamentarians who, despite threats and intimidation, will continue
What
to
threats?
serve you, Canadians.
Being called a cocksucker or a corksoaker isn't a fucking threat. It's a fact.
This afternoon, we'll be introducing legislation to ensure we continue providing as many rapid tests as possible to the provinces and territories.
hard time
fucking what the
fuck.
I'll be
Supplying
virtually
some fucking
addressing
rapid
House of
tests. I
Commons
got
on
some
the
rapid
situation
tests for
in
you here,
Ukraine.
you cocksucker.
Are we talking about the importance of
I got some fucking rapid tests right here. They're not hard to fucking get, okay? They're not. I don't know what this bullshit's all about.
location?
If you live under some fucking shell here, these are, if you need some, fucking text me, okay? These are not hard to fucking come by, all right? They're not.
Who we are.
It's not fucking hard to get that shit. It's not, okay? It's not hard to get these fucking things, all right? I got fucking tons, man. It's not fucking hard to get. It's not.
That's how we
I didn't even have to go look for those. They were fucking given to me.
How we'll continue to get through this.
He's a fucking liar.
That's how we remain true to who we are.
You're not true to shit. The only thing true about Trudeau is the fucking first 3 letters of his fucking name. That's Trudeau, eh?
Thank you, merci. Please press star one at this time if you have a question. S'il vous plaît, appuyez sur l'étoile maintenant pour poser.
Oh,
My
yeah.
focus,
And you know what?
During Black Lives
Fuck,
Matter
man.
protests and others. Is there a reason that you can give as for why you will not?
Okay, I like what he says here because fucking, he says, well, I went to the Black Lives Matter protest because it was peaceful. I don't know if it was all peaceful. Some of them fucking people in Black Lives Matter. I mean, we watched that fucking, what was the kid's name there? The poor kid there they accused of shooting the other guy there, the white guy, and they said he was racist. How do you get called, Kyle Rittenhouse. But how do you get called racist when you shoot another white guy? I don't even understand. And the white guy that he shot was the one fucking throwing M-bombs around. But somehow Kyle Rittenhouse was fucking, But that was a Black Lives Matter fucking thing, wasn't it? And they were burning shit? But let's listen to what Trudeau says. The fucking goof.
Can you explain the reason why you won't participate or meet with them? And you've attended rallies on the Hill in the past, including during Black Lives Matter protests and others. Is there a reason that you can give as for why you will not discuss or have any negotiations with this particular group?
I have attended protests and rallies in the past when I agreed with the goals, when I supported the people expressing their concerns and their issues. Black Lives Matter is an excellent example of that. But I have also chosen to not go anywhere near protests that have expressed hateful rhetoric, violence towards fellow citizens, and a disrespect not just of science, but of the frontline health workers and, quite frankly, the 90% of truckers who have been doing the right thing to keep Canadians safe, to put food on our tables. Canadians know where...
I don't know where he gets this 90% of trucker shit, man. If you go down to the truck stop, 90%... All right. All right, and we're back here, guys. I had to grab a couple more beer because... Listen to this guy. Fucking drives me nuts. So cheers. All right. This guy's a fucking... What a maroon. What a maroon.
Thank you. Merci. The next question from Madame Charles, Toronto Star. Please go ahead.
Yes, Prime Minister, you said that Aaron O'Toole has to think carefully, but he did meet with some truckers on Friday. Do you think that was an inappropriate gesture of support to truckers, specifically about anyone else in terms of his caucus and to McInerney's participation?
As part of our job as politicians, every single day, we make decisions about who to meet with, who to respond to, how to respond to them, who to engage with, how not just our engagement...
These are some of his constituents. He has a right to say what he said. He's an idiot.
Are trying to go about their business, bring Canadians of upholding our democracy, likes of Aaron O'Toole, or even more, Maxime Bernier.
Uh-oh.
Who is choosing to stand up for what and for whom? And what choices they are making as leaders.
They're making the right
Through this
choices.
pandemic,
Well,
Canadians
O'Toole can...
have seen and have a right...
O'Toole's a
to
fucking
expect
tool.
Responsible leadership.
And Bernier's
And
out to fucking lunch,
unfortunately,
but...
That's not what we've always seen from the likes of Aaron O'Toole or even more, Maxime Bernier.
But he's got to say it like a French guy. Maxime Bernier.
What do you want to see the security forces on Parliament Hill?
You know how you say Trudeau in French? Goof!
First of all, I'd like to make sure that people are safe, first and foremost. That
What
small
people?
businesses,
What people does he want to be safe?
in Ottawa can get back to work. That citizens can go to their jobs. That parliamentarians can continue to do the
Yeah.
important work of serving Canadians, of upholding our democracy. Yes, There is a right to protest. There is a right to make your voices heard loudly and clearly. There is not a right to shut down our democracy, our democratic processes. There is not a right
He's the one to
to
talk.
abuse,
He shut it down for this
and
COVID
harass
shit, remember?
your fellow citizens
Who's
who are
who,
trying to
who's
go
he
about their
harassing?
business, trying
Who's
to
being
live their
harassed?
lives, and not necessarily
Oh, you mean the
agree with
sheep?
what we were doing.
Those fucking sheep out there? They need a good fucking shake. Listen, I've been saying for a long time.
Thank you, merci. La prochaine
You know, the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Ah, well, sometimes you got to push it in, man.
Trudeau, je voulais
Yes.
savoir,
Good afternoon, Mr. Trudeau.
donc, le ministre des Transports avait dit récemment,
The Minister
pourquoi
of
finaliser
Transport
avant avec
recently said,
peut-être, il avait pas dit clairement, mais peut-être.
Boy, Ontario's all in a tizzy over this shit, eh?
perhaps
Oui,
move
quelqu'un-
forward.
If it was me, I'd have parked a little closer to Parliament. I would have parked a little closer to the Speaker of the House's fucking throne. Well, that's just me, and I don't got a trucking license, so.
Comme
Government
vous
is
savez,
considering,
très clair sur le besoin de
as you
plus grand
know,
nombre possible de
And
been very
the War Memorial wasn't dethroned or defaced. It had a Canadian hat put on, some Canadian memorabilia on it to remind people.
Pour ceux qui veulent voyager à bord d'un
for
avion.
those who want to travel
Nous
by
allons
airplane
continuer.
or by
Shut the fuck
I understand the concern around many of the actions for many of the protesters, but I'm wondering if you, as the Prime Minister, need to engage with the fears and the concerns that others in the crowd raised about the vaccine. There seems to be a real concern for many of them about the safety of that vaccine, and I'm wondering if you are avoiding addressing.
How'd they
that
let this
by
chick
only
through?
focusing
How'd they let her
on
through? Someone messed up, they're fired.
more hateful and nefarious
Look at his look on his face. He's like, what the fuck? Who let this bitch through?
Marika, anyone who thinks that I haven't been talking about how safe vaccines are has been listening to everything I've been saying over the past 2 years.
I think that's the first time I've heard him say anything like where he didn't practice
The way
it.
we get through this public health crisis.
Now he's back
get
to
back to the things we love,
back to speaking from the
is
script.
by trusting science, by trusting.
Listen, I lived on the streets my whole life since I was 9. All right, you learn really fast how to fucking read body language more than what people say.
Hearing people.
Because people be talking like this all the time and this fucking feeding it to you all the time, you know? So,
Community by community,
This guy's full of
individual by
shit.
individual, at the
did you vote for him? Leave a comment in the fucking comment section. Are you going to vote for him again or?
that vaccines are safe and effective.
Oh, they're effective. I guarantee those vaccines are very effective against future populations.
Concerns expressed
It all stinks like utopia or something, right? Like, is it just me or?
are not new, not surprising, are heard, but are a continuation of what we've unfortunately seen in
In what?
disinformation and
Tell us.
misinformation online, conspiracy theorists. About
That's me. I'm a
microchips,
conspiracy
about,
theorist.
you know, God knows what
Microchips. We could talk about that another time about when your baby's born and that vitamin K shot's got an RFID in it.
That the work our frontline health workers, the work our scientists and researchers.
You also didn't know you can refuse that vitamin K shot.
The people working on these vaccines all around the world.
You know, babies were born for a long time without vitamin K.
Get us through this, get us back to the things.
Shut
we
the
love.
fuck up. Is this guy done yet?
Operator, next last question.
There's not enough weed in the world to listen to this guy all day.
Donc, la dernière question, Michel Savard, la presse canadienne, la
Final
parole est
question
à vous.
from la presse canadienne.
A question from the press.
Avez-vous retenu un
A question from the press? Well, you know the press. That's who Trudeau pays for.
moment et envisagez-vous de quelconque façon d'ajuster votre
Oh, shut the fuck up.
It's by continuing to be there for each other that we
On
will
veut en
get through
finir
this
avec cette
pandemic.
pandémie.
Be there for each other. Fuck off.
Les citoyens,
Harassment and intimidation would be
There's no harassment.
so hard this weekend.
de
She didn't get her follow-up.
Thank you, everyone.
Listen, all I'm going to say is this, guys. That was a lot of fucking this. It was a lot of this. I'll tell you what it was. It was a lot of this. It was acting. That's all it was. It was fucking, you know, it was fucking acting. That's all it was.
Acting! Brilliant! Don't be silly. Acting! Don't be silly.
Every time Trudeau's giving a speech. That's what he's doing. He's fucking acting, man. Yeah, don't be silly. Yeah, Trudeau's always acting, dude. All his speeches sound like a fucking rehearsed thing. He's done it for 3 hours in front of a bunch of fucking filtered fucking retards. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my thoughts, not yours. Thanks for hanging out so long to watch this. I guess it's a little bit of a half hour into it. We're still in the process. We got to paint the ceiling and stuff here, so bear with me. I was a chef for a long time, and I worked for a lot of people. A lot of politicians, rock stars, this hotel, this whore, that whore. Oh, whores have money. You didn't know? Oh, and they pay really good and they eat well. Anyways, but everything being everything. But yeah, thanks for checking it out. And we're going to have more coming up here. albertansbeef.com, share it. I'm going to have, merch and stuff coming up here. But right now, I'm just trying to get focused on getting everybody focused here because there's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of stuff, and so if you're into reporting, if you're into doing that kind of thing and doing it for no money, because I don't get paid for this, there is another podcast. If you head on over to the Patreon, click the Dealy Bob there. It says Patreon, whatever, and that'll head you on over there. And yeah. But anyways, thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll see you again on the next one. Take care. Be cool. My thoughts, not yours. Don't say what I say. It'll get you in trouble every time.